Welcome to the Bruce Williams channel. Let me show you what I am wearing today. This is one of the nicest watches in my collection. It is called the Rolex Sky Dweller. This is a bright black sunray dial with a Jubilee bracelet. It is an annual calendar with a GMT complication. And although it is rather sophisticated and complicated, it has just as much robustness, anti-magnetic properties, accuracy, and whatnot as a sports piece like my Rolex Submariner. So it is a heck of a watch that I greatly enjoy wearing. Now, let's ramble a little bit about this divisive brand, Rolex. I know a lot of people really enjoy Rolex like I do, and a lot, and probably a higher degree of watch enthusiasts dislike Rolex. They associate negativity with this brand, and I'd like to unpack that today. I think buying a luxury watch for a watch fan is a very emotional experience. We're emotional creatures. Nobody in their right and sane mind would want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on an outdated piece of jewelry that tells you the time to some degree of accuracy. No, the people that buy luxury watches, they do it for emotional reasons because of the way it makes them feel. Maybe they have worked very long and hard to afford and buy that luxury watch, and it is a celebration. It is a status symbol of having arrived. It is a symbol of working very hard and attaining goals and reaching success. So naturally, this is an emotional experience. And when we have emotional experiences, they can be good or they can be bad. And anytime we buy a luxury watch, obviously we want all of the experiences associated with that watch to be positive, because if it's negative, then we associate that negativity with that watch. And who wants to keep a Sky Dweller that has, a salty story associated with it? I know that firsthand. One time, out of my own negligence, I completely trashed a friend's Rolex, and I about quit watches that day. I had so much negativity associated with this terrible experience. I had a bad taste in my mouth. Now, fortunately, that was years and years and years ago. Fortunately, I have moved on, and I didn't quit the hobby. And I had a lot of people help me stick with it and whatnot. So I can now wear an Air King and be happy. In fact, I did rebuy an Air King years later, but I definitely understand. I definitely understand associated negativity around a particular watch as an emotional creature. Now, because Rolex is a status symbol of wealth and success and luxury, of having arrived in life, there will be a lot of individuals that try to buy into this prestige, and some will be successful in doing so, and others will not. Let me highlight a comment that I get multiple iterations of in all of my Rolex videos, and it comes something to the effect of what M. Saffrons says, quote, "Until Rolex will be freely available to purchase out of a showcase, I won't be dealing with them. I have more self-respect than that. Groveling to be given an opportunity to spend my money with them." Close quote. Now, I get it, right? I get the emotion behind this slightly negative comment because we associate everything with that watch. And if we walk into an AD and we have our pockets flush with cash and we want to buy that watch that we have been looking at for a long time, in some instances, this is our first luxury watch purchase, or it is an infrequent occurrence. We have high hopes for buying a watch that we are really excited about. And we are told, no, sorry, we don't have one. We don't have one to sell you. I can take your information, but no, you're not going to be walking out of this authorized dealer today with a watch on. That understandably offends some people, and it associates negativity with now this brand. And so I think a lot of watch fans, because they can't buy at retail whenever they want the watches that they want, well, they're going to be salty on this brand. It's an emotional reaction that I think is understandable. Now, let's make a distinction here. There is a difference between being polite, being respectful, just recognizing the market, and losing self-respect or begging or groveling to be given an opportunity, quote, to spend money with Rolex. And so what I try to do, I've been fortunate to buy Rolex at retail, and it's not because I have a channel. I know some people go, Bruce, well, it's only because you have a channel. Well, no, it's not, because Rolex does not need more advertising. My local AD, they do not need other local collectors going, oh, what? Bruce got what watch? What? I have a better purchase history than him. They don't need the added visibility that comes with selling to a quote unquote YouTuber. So no, that's not the case. And it also applies to other brands. I've bought Breitling, I've bought Cartier, I've bought IWC, I bought Grand Seiko and Omega and Zenith from authorized dealers. And I have found in my experience as a watch fan that if I am just polite and respectful, if I just try to be a decent person, it really helps. It goes a long way. But let me be clear, I am not saying, hey, if you're just Mr. Nice Guy, then you can get whatever you want. You can get a Panda Daytona without any purchase history. No, there are realities that you need to recognize, but it makes a big difference going in and just trying to treat that sales associate who may or may not be a watch enthusiast as a normal person with politeness and whatnot. They're trying to be a good sales associate, right? They want to give good customer service. And if you are reciprocating that, if you are respectful, it will go a long way, as opposed to me walking in, being entitled, being cranky. Hey, I see you guys have a sub or a Daytona on that billboard on State Street. Why don't you have one in the case? Why won't you take my money? Is my money not good enough? I am Mr. Bruce Williams. You don't know who you're talking to. I have 95,000 subscribers or whatever. If I go in acting all entitled and whatnot, is that going to go well for me? No, it's not something that I should do. If I did that, if I went in all cranky and crabby, I would argue that I have less self-respect in that moment because of the way I'm treating people. So when I go into an authorized dealer, I ask them, hey, how's your day going? What watch do you like? What's on your wrist? What do you think of this new piece? How's things working at this authorized dealer? I just try to treat them as I would treat anybody else that comes into my sphere of influence, be it a neighbor or a family member, or in my professional life, whatever the case may be. If I am kind and polite, that will go a long way. And it is completely different than not having self-respect or begging or groveling or lowering standards. You should not lower just being a polite human being. You should not be doing that. And I kind of feel bad that I think that needs to be said. But then again, this is an emotional hobby. This is something that will always be divisive, whether you agree with me or not. Now, let me know what you think. I am expecting some disagreements, some negativity, some salty people in the comments, but I'm also expecting to see some level-headed watch enthusiasts in this emotional hobby, and I'm looking forward to reading your opinions in the comment section. If you have a specific question, please reach out, ask me that question. Maybe I can do a video response. Maybe I can help out. I'll do my best. So thanks for watching today. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.